know deeply how bonding and attachment affects individuals. How would you like to start this today? And I think we should start probably with the fundamentals of what bonding and attachment are.
Well, actually, if we could even go before that,
Fine.
when you and I were talking about doing another show together,
Right.
and you asked me, what did I want to talk about? What was of interest right now? And I told you this story, which is what led us into our topic for today.
Right.
And so I want to talk about this because I'm often walking on the beach and I see all kinds of things happen, lots of parent-child interactions going on. And what I've started to notice quite consistently is, and I just saw this the other day, I saw a small child walking slightly behind his father on the beach, and his father was on his cell phone. And this broke my heart. And the child was trying to jump in the waves and noticing shells, and the dad was walking maybe 10 feet ahead on the cell phone. And I felt so deeply sad for this child and also for the lost opportunity for the parent. I see this all the time. I was recently traveling to the East Coast and back, and I saw children in the airport, babies, not even a year old, being put in front of a parent's cell phone to watch cartoons when the two parents are talking to each other. So this has got me riled up, and that's why I want to talk about it.
Absolutely, and it's the 21st century pacifier, isn't it? It is what I see it all the time in restaurants, on the plane, wherever I am. Parents, when a child, an infant starts to show movement, the parent slaps a digital a device in front of them to quiet them down. Then they get stimulated. And that stimulation and all of that takes the kid's attention, speeds up their brain, but we're going to get to that in a little bit.
Yes.
So,
we have a lot to talk about that.
We do.
Yeah.
So it's this issue of the digital world affecting parent-child relationships, affecting bonding and attachment. The child becomes more now attached to the digital object, the phone, the iPad, the whatever it is, the tablet, versus a human interaction or the parent.
Well, the parent is supposed to provide the secure base for the child to, navigate the world.
Right.
And so without that secure base, the child is beginning to experience the world quite differently than, let's say, 50 years ago. So not having a secure base from which to navigate the world actually prevents the child from developing effective and healthy relationships with other people throughout the course of its life. This bonding,
right.
Infant bonding, 0 to 5 bonding,
right.
in utero bonding even,
right.
This affects the child's ability to successfully navigate life.
And this in utero bonding is very interesting because oftentimes we see, maybe on television or in the movies, a mom playing music, right? And then having the music close to the baby. The baby senses those sounds or those vibrations, if you will. And that's part of the bonding in utero. So the baby in utero becomes attached to the mother because of the relationship of warmth and comfort and also healthy, quiet vibrations.
That's true. I think that the right hemisphere of the brain starts to differentiate in the last trimester of pregnancy.
Right.
And so when we're looking at infant-child bonding,
right.
especially infant bonding,
right.
there has to be right brain to right brain communication.
Absolutely.
So that's where the child and the mother start to connect. The mother is supposed to be attuned to whatever the child is presenting with and
right.
then provide comfort and soothing, oftentimes with physical touch.
Right.
But if a child is put in front of a device,
right.
or if the parent is, let's say, angry and kind of ascribes incorrect notions to this child, like this child is crying to test me, this child is working my last nerve, doing this, on purpose, something like that, then if the parent is angry, punishing, ascribing incorrect notions about what the child is doing and why, then we start to see children that don't present with healthy affect, they don't present with the appropriate emotional response to their environment. They start to act as if they're not feeling what they're feeling, simply in order to remain in close proximity to their primary caregiver. And physical touch, tactile soothing, close proximity, right brain to right brain communication is key to healthy brain development and affect or emotional regulation.
In